Alright everyone, welcome back dito sa latest episode ng Deep Dive. Kasama naman natin si Attorney Christina Conti and because there are a couple of developments that I wanted to check with her. Obviously, yung latest na lumabas sa DDS camp, sa Kaufman, Attorney Kaufman's camp is they want to get interim release for Digong kasi medyo kawawa daw, pumapayat daw at he reassured the ICC na he will not continue to commit crimes. I mean, obviously, hindi language barrier ang problema dito kasi English naman, Cambridge graduate naman yata yung lawyer. So was that a Freudian slip? What was going on there, Attorney Christina?
It's required kasi dati na yung naging, parang kumbaga dati na siyang naging basis para i-deny ang motion or request for interim release or conditional release. So, inunahan na nila. Parang ganon. Yung mga possible basis for the court to deny the request, I will put that in. So, inuna na nila. Hindi ako flight risk. Hindi ako ganito. I will not continue to commit crimes. I will not talk to the media. Kumbaga, in a way, standard. Parang pro forma, in fact, if you look at the previous motions and previous decisions.
Again, we're still in the realm of hypothetical, but the reason I asked it is because there's also this alleged development kung saan there's a country daw na pumayag to host Digong for an interim release. Again, you don't have to confirm anything. I'm sure everything is confidential. From my sources, they said it could be a Southern European country. Let's just keep it at that level. Baka iba yung maalala na tao sa Southern Europe but I'll just keep it at that level. Why shouldn't he be given an interim release and what are the ways where he could get an interim, what are the circumstances under which he could get it? So let's just debate the both sides of this ano na lang discussion, since hypothetical pa naman tayo.
Yeah. So, unahin ko na, interim release is a matter of right. Lalo na, stricto dyan yung, maluwag dyan yung international community and particularly the ICC. Para sa kanila, ang tingin nila at nakalagay yan, it's a matter of right compared sa atin, di ba? Parang bail, is it a matter of right? Is it a matter of discretion? Sa ICC, walang ganon. Sabi nila, it just depends on every circumstance. So, parang case-to-case basis lagi. Kaya, posible talagang magrantan siya ng interim release kung ang sasabihin niya ay matanda ako and 'di ba meron kasing blank 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 parang may apat yun eh, and we think these are medical conditions which I don't know, one of those would be diabetic siya eh, nabanggit na yun before, bumaba yung sugar, but that's not a basis to allow him to leave, pero yung iba baka, so yun yung isang ground na
There could be a more
talagang
serious
medic,
condition.
yeah, medical condition. Pero kung humanitarian release lang dahil matanda siya, unlikely. Kaya ito naman yung other side. If if you were to look at ICC decisions on this matter, they've not allowed releases of those accused of the four major crimes. So kung sobrang tindi ng kaso mo, salok
Medyo
ka ng
high
ICC
crimes, mass
kasi
atrocities.
yung four major, yung pinayagan lang, I don't know if this is deliberate, pero parang ganun ang lumalabas. Only those who are charged of the quote-unquote fifth crime of the court. This is Article 70 or offenses against the administration of justice. Kung sa atin, kumbaga, obstruction of justice. So, yung mga pumatay ng witnesses, etc. Yung, kumbaga yung tono ng court dun sa mga decision, iba pa rin yung trato dun sa mga ganun katinding kaso. And I think also that there has been no precedent na they've had someone accused of this huge crime na talagang atrocity crime na matanda. So yun yung pwedeng precedent na okay matanda at
So
madaling mamatay.
unprecedented ito in a sense because we discussed the Kenyatta case or the Kenyan leader case, but that was a
President.
voluntary collaboration, and he was a sitting president, and I don't think was he also kasama dun sa four major crimes or parang hindi
Yeah,
di ba? Kasama
kasama
siya.
siya. Pero technically,
Mm.
so ang hiningi niya nun ay excusal. Kumbaga hindi ako sisipot ng hearing kasi nandito na ako sa Kenya, nakauwi na ako. But then he was not a subject of a warrant of arrest. The warrant of arrest was issued against Duterte on the premise that he is a flight risk. Kasi dalawa yan pwedeng i-issue sa kanya eh. Warrant of arrest or summons. Yun naman yung ipasok ko lang ulit si Bato. Yun yung sinasabi ni Bato. Parang ini-email yata ako. Yung kay Duterte, there was a clear finding that he could abscond. Kumbaga, hindi matuloy yung trial. Kaya, warrant of arrest yung inisyo sa kanya.
Okay, before we go to the, again, hypothetically, if ever mag-grant siya, I just want to understand because you've heard crazy stuff like Panama, I don't know, Malaysia, whatever, but
Africa.
exactly, like whatever. Okay, I want to be careful. I might say something.
Okay,
But
sorry.
but again, if indeed correct or it could be a European, is it because does the court look? I mean, obviously, dapat ICC member ka. Are there certain conditions? Well, we're already going to talk about it. Okay, are there certain conditions that the court is going to look at to say? Pag dito yan, mas mababa yung flight risk. Pag dito yan, hindi yan magko-coordinate ng crime. Or andito yan, his rights will be protected kasi maayos na bansang to. I mean, for the lack of better term, may rule of law. Should it be preferably EU member, ICC member? How does it work?
Well, one, preferably ICC member, but then again, medyo complicated to and kumbaga uncharted territory. Ako, possible din na merong mag-volunteer na non-ICC member. Problematic lang yon kung in terms of enforcement, tatanggapin nila. Sa simula, okay. Later on, kakawala na, ay, sorry, nakatakas, bye. Wala akong commitment. So, I would say they would prefer an ICC member, pero there is no absolute disqualification for a non-member to volunteer, I guess. But an ICC member has the obligation to cooperate with the court. And there's just this problem. Yung sanction, paano kung hindi mo sinunod? Technically, there's none. Kumbaga, hindi naman, walang pulis ang ICC. Kaya kung kunyari hindi mo isurrender ulit, sorry na lang, parang ganon ang kalalabasan. There's a mechanism in the Assembly of State Parties. So yan yung lahat ng mga members. At gagawa sila ng resolution. Sabi nila, oh, kinukutya namin, kinukondena namin ang hindi niya pag-follow ng ganitong rules, hindi niya pag-aresto sa ganitong tao. But then it ends
That's
kind of
it, yeah.
there.
Declarative, ano lang, yeah, rhetorical. Oh,
So
okay.
anyhow,
Yeah, but I want
preferably
to push,
ICC
yeah,
country.
definitely
And
ICC country. Okay, sorry.
as to kumbaga other, sorry, ano ko lang to, as to the other provisions, etc., it's more of the conditions and yung capacity. So conditions and the capacity of the
Capacity.
state to
Conditions ka.
follow.
Okay, we'll talk about condition capacity very shortly, but just to rewind a bit, kasi for the sake of transparency and consistency, earlier kasi, dun sa ating mga diskusyon, since nung nag-meet tayo in Brussels and until today, we tended to be a bit more skeptical about the interim release issue because of the track record ng tao nito. This is someone who every now and then will say something crazy, outrageous. So the idea that he will not continue to commit crimes or not intimidate the victims or tamper with the processes and all, that looked like untenable. So the only way I see this is because medyo malala yung health conditions niya. So baka pagbigyan siya. I'm trying to wrap my head around that kasi a month ago or so, we were a bit skeptical of the interim release situation. The sense I get from you right now is, just as I said the other day, wag rin tayo ma-surprise if ever mag-grant man siya.
Yeah.
Although ibang usapan na yung conditions and pag-usapan na yung logistics shortly. But I'm talking about at the level of probability, suddenly it looks like the odds have shifted. So my sense is maybe health was a big factor here.
Yes, it will be a big factor kasi yun lang yung nakikita ko na, I mean, he when he filed this petition or this request, it must have had clear unassailable grounds. Kasi even allegedly, the prosecutor agreed or has agreed or has made some ground setting na with them. So doon ako napaisip naku, bakit kaya napapayag di
Must be
umano
a
itong
serious
prosecutor?
condition then, yeah.
Yeah, it must be
Oh,
something that's humanitarian.
oh wow. Okay, speaking of that, so let's say, totoo lahat na itong mga nakukuha natin reports or di o mano na scenarios from our own different sources, it looks like we're kind of corroborating things. So the next question is, what are the acceptable conditions coming, especially from your side, or anyone who wants a degree of protection and accountability, a protection of victims, accountability, integrity of the court proceedings? Kasi for sure, from a propaganda standpoint, iti-twist at isi-spin ng mga kabilang kampo yan to say, kaya binigyan ng interim release kasi wala talaga ng ebidensya eh. And then they're gonna twist it and say, wala kasi ng juris. I can see already what the propaganda line would be. But nevertheless, base sa nakita natin mismo, right? Mukhang kawawa yung mga kapitbahay doon sa detention center. Like people were, I won't be surprised if some people in the detention center, yung mga kapitbahay would say, yeah, please take him out of here because it's crazy. So, right? I mean, I'm also speaking of humanitarian condition. Naawa ako dun sa
Mm.
mga kapitbahay. It's a rustic, outside Hague. It's a beautiful place. Next thing you know, there's this warehouse and ang gulo-gulo ng mga Duterte supporters, at least based on some of the reports we're saying, not when I was there. But so what are the conditions we're looking at? Obviously, aside from the fact na siguro ayaw mo siyang bigyan ng platform to openly say patayin lahat ng mga pamilya ng mga to. I mean, what are the obvious and less obvious ones you want to see in terms of
Well,
conditions?
definitely, that's one. He should not be able to talk to media. I think he mentioned that. He made reference to that in the petition, in the request. Sorry, petition ako ng petition kasi yun yung familiar sa atin. Ano? So para itong petition for bail. So una, hindi siya kakausap ng media, hindi siya basta-basta makakakausap ng guests. Kasi sa ICC, limited kung sino yung makakausap niya na guest. Tapos, ito pala yung idagdag ko in hindsight, parang nagrereklamo si VP Sara na recorded yung mga interviews nila or yung discussions nila. It's recorded yung mga phone calls, and even I think yung visits nila. It's recorded but not listened into live. Ang kaya yun may ganung precaution para i-check lang nila kung nag-usap pa sila na
Oh,
tatakas.
or
Yun
papatay
lang
someone
yun.
or yeah, you contract someone to
Oo,
kill someone.
it's more of that. At alam nila dapat yun pagpasok nila. The only time that there is no, kaya gusto nilang ipasok si Sarah as lawyer, kasi yung lawyer-client privilege, that's the only time na hindi recorded. So anyway, we want similar conditions outside. Hindi siya basta makakakausap ng media, hindi siya makakakausap ng fellow DDS para mag-utos. Kasi actually, iniisip nga din namin, hindi nga niya kailangan mag-utos sa DDS di ba? Yung death squad mismo pwedeng ang mangyari, I don't know kung sino ng head ngayon, kung si Sara na ba ang pumalit, si Pulong ba o yung ano, depende yan. And if they have, kumbaga may ano na, may branches. Parang ganun sa mafia, di ba may minor branches, cadet
Yeah.
branches.
May
And
splinter
they are
groups, mga ganun eh.
functioning, yeah. Or even individuals, they're functioning on their own. At naisip nila, oh shucks, para mapalaya ko ang aking si tatay, ay tirahin ko tong witness na to, tirahin ko yung ganun.
Right, right.
So, just to minimize that, and even yung, kumbaga, independent thinking ng mga forces niya, kailangan hindi niya talaga makausap, wala siyang opportunity to further inflame the feelings of his supporters. Kaya ako, kine-question ko nga din minsan yung nilalabas ng mga anak niya yung sinasabi niya. Although minsan, Kitty, mag-aral ka, mga ganun lang naman. Kaya I
Mga
think they
pa-cute
should be
lang.
careful. Oh, they should be careful kung anong ilalabas silang statements from Duterte. Kasi sila ang pwedeng masangkalan. So one, that. Second, so how do we make sure that he is, kumbaga, reachable at kumbaga, mapoproduce ka agad? Pag sinabi ng ICC, oh, pakita mo nga dito. In previous cases, they've asked for, um, well, scheduled, pero regular appearances before the court. So, sisipot siya sa court once, twice, a month, ganyan. In certain cases, siguro online. Pero kumbaga magpapakita siya. Although, generally din, these conditions, sige, mamaya na yun, yung parang review of the conditions. But
Yeah.
one, hindi siya magpapakita sa public. Two, magpapakita siya sa court periodically. And then another would be, and this is quite crucial, that kumbaga, when he appears, ano ba? Hindi mo when he appears. Kumbaga, when he goes out of the facility, he still works on his case. Hindi yung, sandali, magtatrabaho ako, mag-aabogado ako dito, or magtuturo ako dito. Hindi
Hindi siya
ganon.
pwede
You're
maghanap
still,
buhay on the sides. Hindi siya pwede
O hindi ko naman masabing hindi pwede ding maghanap buhay. Kasi actually, sa ICC, pwede kang quote-unquote hanap buhay. Pwede kang mag-cleaning job sa loob. Kasi iniisip nila baka walang pera, gano'n. And merong adequate work program na pinoprovide doon. Pero yung trabaho na magme-mayor ka ng, oh, ito na, mayor ng Davao, impossible yon. So, a work program, if ever, as approved by the detention facility. Pero I don't think yung mga obvious sa atin na gusto nyo mag-mayor, gusto nyo ba mag-abogado, out na lahat yan. I don't even think that he should function in any political capacity. For example, president of, siya pa ba ang president ng PDP?
Well,
And so forth.
umalis na si Robin Hood, so I don't know what's the status. Yeah. May
Oh.
leadership reshuffle na ngayon eh.
So, wala siyang gagampanan na political role or political work. Let's say. Another thing that could be possible is mag-put up siya ng bail, pera. Katulad nung, di ba, tawag natin parang petition for bail. That could be possible. Although, sabi nga namin, kung magbigay siya put up siya ng pera at tatakas siya, wala ring, kumbaga, ano ngayon, nakuha ng ICC yung pera. They have so much money to spare, apparently. And then lastly, of course, he should not be able to travel so freely within, not only within the area, but also between countries. Walang ganun na, ano ka, jet setter. Wala.
Schengen
16
visa
country
siya.
tour. Walang ganun.
Parang food
Surrender.
vlogger. Hindi siya pwede mag-food vlogger, travel vlogger, yung mga ganun.
Hindi eh. Hindi din siya syempre pwedeng umattend ng rally. O, number one na yun. Kung yung isang anak kasi, at saka yung iba, di nag-vlog. Yung isa naman, umattend ng rally. Hindi pwede yan. And, yung, yung mobility niya. So, kung sinasabi niyang may sakit siya, for example, pwede siya dun sa bahay, ospital, bahay, ospital, bahay, ospital. Ganon. Kung
Ano,
sakasakali,
house arrest
grocery.
ba to? Parang yung kay Arroyo I mean, just for people have to have an idea of what conditions that we're looking at. So obviously, hindi siya pwede mag, I don't know, professor in, I don't know, Lisbon University or hindi siya pwede mag food vlogger sa Seville or ganun. Gets na. But is this like
Yeah.
meron ba siyang tag sa paa niya na alam natin saan siya pupunta? Is
Ano?
it a house
Hindi
arrest? What
naman
are we looking
yata.
at? Oo.
Although it depends actually on the country. If the country has that kind of system and they offer that as a condition, kukunin namin siya tapos to demonstrate to you, ICC, that he won't be able to escape or that we know his whereabouts all the time, lalagyan namin siya nung tracker, yung dun sa paa. Pwedeng i-offer yun ng country. Pwede ding sabihin nila, mag-station kami ng mga guards. Remember that the ICC has no police force of their own, and they will only rely on the whatever country's police force. So lagi may
So sila
ganun.
mag-guarantee ng security.
Oo, so even hindi ko masabi at all kung anong pwedeng gawin sa kanya kasi nga it also depends on the circumstances na hinihingi niya. And with the mind that this is a huge case, again, atrocity crime to, kaya hindi pwedeng, sige, diyan ka lang. May ibang pinayagan, diyan ka. Tapos magpakita ka lang, tapos okay na tayo. Hindi siya parang under strict surveillance, hindi 24 hours yung security niya, parang ganun. Kasi nga, Article 70 crime lang. Eventually, I think the cases were dismissed also. So, for the ICC,
Is this the Vice
I
President
would
of Central African Republic ba to? Is that case?
Hindi, ito yung
Iba
minor,
yun. Oh, yeah, yeah, okay.
yung mga groups.
Mas minor.
Talagang Article 70 crime. So parang ako, palagay ko yung ICC to some extent, kino-consider din nila yung weight and gravity of the evidence.
Wow. Sorry, medyo advanced tayo mag-isip just for the audience kasi I think some people are beginning to digest like what's going on here kasi you can think of a million ways this could go wrong, right? Like what if susugurin yung
Yeah.
followers niya, yung bahay or yung lugar? I mean like kaya I wonder why would the country even offer this? Considering this is gonna be a huge headache, there could be rallies, there could be some yung sabi nga, lone wolf. The lone wolf could be someone who wants to get rid of a witness. The lone wolf could be someone who's fanatically supportive of Tatay Digong and pagod na siya sa cardboard. Kasi nakita mo, may cardboard na may cardboard fiesta na everywhere this week. What if someone says, pagod na pagod ako sa cardboard, I want the real thing. And then, tara na, sugurin na natin. I mean, you could imagine things could get out of control, right?
Yeah, and that's a nightmare because you don't know where, when exactly this threat will come in. Yung supporters niya, I think, would be a factor for the ICC to consider. Kasi
So should
yung
we encourage them to troll the ICC and go ahead, threaten them like para
ah,
wala mag-host
all
kaya.
the more magka-clamp up yung ICC, hindi namin pakakawalan to. Well, they need to figure it out, and I think they should best get direction from their lawyer. Si Kaufman siguro kung gusto niyang ipatawag na gano'n, sige, he can take his chances. But in any case, magiging factor yon doon sa pupuntang bansa. As you said, pag pupunta ka ng ibang bansa and then dadayuhin, gagawing pilgrimage area kung saan man siya ikikip, mapapaisip yung bansang ito. From what I hear, the Netherlands is already contending with a lot of visa applications. Ako, yung mga gustong manood. Kasi may date eh. The next date that we have is September
Oh geez, so
23rd.
we will be competing with a big crowd apparently.
And I mean, yung mga wala pang visa, applying for, and then, okay, una ko na, there's only one public gallery
Sige
where
lang, sige
you're
lang.
going to watch all of this. I think this is generally known naman eh. There's only one public gallery if you look at the ICC materials on their website. Apparently, they're going to reserve some seats. Kunyari, itong portion na to, sinabihan na kami, tell us how many victims or how
Ah,
many from your, kumbaga, from your general group will come. So victims, and victims lawyers will come. And then we will reserve the seats. And I told them, naku, i-ensure nyo naman, ito yung dun sa parang PIO, ensure nyo naman hindi magkakatabi ang Duterte group or
baka
Duterte family and the
violence pa
victims.
doon, yeah.
They're going to be in the same room.
Hooligans.
And it's a small room. Ako, sabihin ko na okay, I don't think na kasya yung lahat na gustong manood. And then factor pa na it's a public gallery, mag-open din sila ng seats for the general public. And there's also a portion that's going to be allotted for the diplomatic community. Kasi wala din silang space dun sa baba. Talagang lahat sa taas. Kaya yun yung na-imagine ko na, oh no, paano kaya ito? You're in the same room, tapos kung anong nangyayari man, nandun sa, kitang-kita mo kung anong reaction ng family dun sa gilid. Parang, oh no. Kaya, it will be interesting.
Wow.
So, for
Wait,
the
September
Netherlands,
ano?
they're
September
contending
second week to, no?
third,
Third week, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
September
Baka
23.
naman, attorney, meron kang isang reserve seat dyan. Pwede tayo mag-fight. Baka naman.
Ah,
Baka mamaya on sale,
yung
may sale
media,
ba yan? Ano ba yan?
ano na?
Ano yung pay-per-view ba yan? On sale ba yan? I'm sorry if I'm...
Hindi. Ano siya, problem nga nila, parang, kung general public, pang first come, first serve. Nung last time daw, nung initial appearance, parang 10 p.m. in-upload. So, yung ibang Pilipino tulog.
Wow. Well, they
So,
know what they're dealing with at least.
so kailangan, kumbaga, pag-isipan ng mabuti kung paano to. Kasi on September 23rd, mukhang talagang magmomobilisasyon. Ngayon,
Wow.
yung as early as now, kung may interim release, yung ganong, di ba, logistical nightmare yon na parang alam mo may magrarally sa inyo ng libo-libo o may dadagsa ng visa applications, parang ito. And that will be an issue for any country who will allow interim release.
Kaya nga, baka pwede natin i-forward videos of what they did to Maris Umahal.
Pwede.
Like, they have to see what they're asking for. Kaya I'm wondering, why would any country do it unless they're super naawa kay Tatay Digo at humanity? And then I was thinking also, it has to be close. Kaya yung Southern Europe kind of made sense to me. Because kung matanda na, and if really it's a health issue, you don't want him to fly 24 hours in, 12 hours in, 6. You want it to be 1 to 2 hours. Because I did Amsterdam, Ibiza. That was like 1.5 to 2 hours at least. So maybe manageable yan, diba? Like, so I was thinking if Southern Europe, it's not Ibiza obviously, but like if Southern Europe, I think it
Naku,
would
baka madagdagan ng chika babes.
Oh my God.
Nag-aaway sila.
Oh my God. Lumabas na kayo dyan sa Ibiza. Like, oh my God. O baka naman meron silang mga therapeutic, alam mo naman, sa Ibiza, mahilig sila. Magaling sila sa mga therapeutic dynamics. May mga... Oh my, but this is crazy, attorney. We're talking about this already. We're going to the conditions already. Meron ba tayong advice umungkay sa mabait na bansa na medyo nagtaos-puso dito kay Tatay Digong. What are they asking for basically? Kasi ginusto niyan eh. So let's just warn them or prepare them.
Well, they're asking for trouble. Kasi essentially, you're inviting not only Duterte, but his legions of supporters. Yung iba nga, hindi ko matawag na talagang supporter in the sense na supporter. Yung iba, umuusyoso lang. Tapos, uy, join ako
Echosera,
dyan.
yeah.
Oo, mga meron lang din. And one time, I even saw a family, parang group sila, with, I don't know baka man naman masyadong judgmental, may foreigner. Tapos nag-vlog siya, hey, we're here now.
Fam. Oh,
Isip ko, parang afam na asawa ba nung isa. So ko parang, ano talaga, wala, nag-vlog sila sa harap ng
content.
Hague, ng
Content.
ICC pala. So parang, yung ganong kinds of, sorry different kinds of people, also crazy people will come in. Pag-isipan nila yan. And there's another thing, political. Imagine, you're going to be painted as a country that is a safe haven for
Cuddles.
this, for a despot, for a
Cuddles.
murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kaya parang bad for the image, especially if ako ang tinitingnan ko yung mga EU member countries. And sa atin nga, they have the GSP Plus program. Yung, di ba yan yung parang
Walang
uh,
tariffs for our
preference,
exports.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yung
preferential
parang may,
trade agreements. Yeah.
yan. So parang we will give you preferential trade if you comply with these human rights instruments, good governance, okay ba kayo dito, environment. They're very particular with that. And for a long time, nagka-issue tayo dun sa ranking natin or label natin. So, dapat GSP+, ganyan. Because of the war on drugs. Kaya ngayon,
Parang
parang
weird.
unlikely na matapos nyo kaming i-point out na human rights violations, kakanlungin nyo yung gumawa ng
Yun nga eh.
human
Kaya
rights
when
violation.
I said Southern Europe, that would be weird to be honest. Whew.
Weird,
Okay.
oh.
Wow. I mean, ako naman, if you're Kaufman, you need to show KPI kasi mukhang malaking bayad. So, they're gonna make an Everest mountain out of this interim release to make it look na very successful si Kaufman, very innocent si Tatay Digong, right? And my fear is this actually could re-energize their base to intimidate. I just met one of the parents of the Tokang victim, and then she came to me the other day dun sa may rally sa Senado yung isang week, I think hindi tayo
Oh, yeah.
nagkapitan. Yeah, lumapit sila sa akin, and they were saying like, grabe, yung the same na reklamo sa mga kliyente mo na parang ikaw pang sisisin, yan kasi adik yung anak mo, good for you, ikaw baka susunod ka dyan. Like, my fear is that will get worse. Yung mga ganyan demonyo style.
Definitely. So, yeah, ang pagkalaya niya, however it looks like na, ay, kasi ano naman to for humanitarian or for medical, just the fact na lumaya siya, it will be taken as proof of his innocence. Sabi na, pinasok niyo yung kawawang tao, wala namang palang kasalanan, or pinasok niyo yung matandang tao na super senior. And there's a lot of people who, ang mga Pilipino, maawain eh. There's a lot of people who, yun nga, sabi ko, they don't really support him, pero naaawa sila. Ako nga, may tita ako makalapit-lapit sa akin. Uy, huwag ka namang harsh sa
Matanda
kanya.
na yun.
Kasi, kumbaga, maawain sa matatanda. Parang ako, magka-age yata sila. So, tama ba? Or a bit younger,
Ganun
pero
naman ang Pilipino, di ba? We always have compassion for the strong and powerful. We are the champion of the strong, right? Basta, kawawa naman
yeah.
si Marcos Sr., kawawa naman si Tatay Digong. Ganun naman tayo. Hindi natin tinignan yung mga bata who have been deprived of a whole lifetime, basically, whole families. I just had Emil Marañon, Attorney Emil, with us yesterday. He was saying, kasi I was talking about his art, di ba? Medyo artsy siya. Parang feeling ko, coping mechanism. He was so traumatized daw dun sa mga stories ng mga bata na binaral yung tatay. Essentially, the brain splashed all over the... I mean, like, things that you'll see in, like yung mga Netflix series, di ba? The Last of Us type of trauma, right? And sabi niya, ako nga, I'm just gathering facts, and traumatized daw siya for the next 4 or 5 years. So imagine the kids, imagine the whole family, and yun nga, but there we are, misplaced compassion na naman. I'm not saying that, if there's really a health ground and all, I'm all for it. I'm just saying, sana compassion din tayo sa mga tunay na biktima. Yun lang sinasabi ko.
Yeah.
uh,
And
attorney,
wait, sorry,
yes, please, please.
Kung health ground, sabi namin, kaya ng ICC yan. They're well equipped to handle whatever medical emergencies. And kung sakaling sabihin niya na meron akong kailangan outpatient uh, whatever things to do, well, his release could be tailored to that. So pwede kang lumabas, punta ka ng ospital. Ganun. In out, in out. Hindi katulad sa atin, di ba, pahirapan bago ka makalabas ng jail. Kailangan mo ng court order. Doon, actually, medyo may leeway sila na, oh, mukhang kailangan nitong ma-ospital. Dali sa ospital.
Yeah,
The
so unless this is
facility,
to Norway or Scandinavian countries, actually downgrade. No offense, mas mataas ang Human Development Index ng Netherlands basically sa almost any country on earth except Scandinavia, right? So parang lilipat pa siya sa less developed country. I mean, like, that's what I'm saying.
siya
Like,
yun.
di ba? Like, mas maganda healthcare ng Netherlands basically than any country on
Actually,
earth.
the way you put it, may naalala ko, isang nag-vlog, sabi ko, oh, convincing. Sabi niya, nagsisimula siya ng parang supportive kay tatay, ganun. Ganun. At ang ano niya ay, well, di ba gusto natin maging safe siya, maging healthy siya? Gusto natin matagal ang buhay niya. We love him so much. Eh, saan ka pa makakahanap ng lugar kung saan ang diet mo ay well taken care of, individualized,
Walang
ano yung
GMO,
pwedeng
walang
kainin?
GMO.
Well, it depends din. Pero ang problema lang doon, malamig yung pagkain ng, kumbaga, traditional Dutch
Oo
food.
nga pala, no?
But now that he's there, uh, in fact, sabi nga nila, yung mga, bibigyan kayo ng grocery list. Pwede ka magpalista kanin, munggo,
Uy,
gano'n. Pwede
mahal
ka
yun ah.
magpalista sa
Mahal yun sa
grocery list.
Netherlands. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
So,
siya.
saan ka makakahanap ng gano'n? May sarili kang nutritionist and medical staff. Meron kayong humane, parang malinaw na, oh, what are your human rights? Meron kang library, meron kang isang kibot mo, kasi isipin mo may mamatay sa loob ng ICC. Grabing problema. The ICC will make sure that he does not die inside of whatever complication. Sila ang masisisi. Kaya it is actually in Duterte's best interests to stay inside the
Yeah.
prison.
One of the most developed countries on earth. Actually, I was told by my Dutch diplomat friends one day, pauwi kami from Hague, and Leiden to Hague, and sabi niya, do you see those buildings? Ito yung mga prisoners na Norwegians nandyan. Like, we import prisoners from Kasi di ba sa
Oh,
Scandinavia, parang kailangan pa yata ng fresh air time, may sea view. I mean,
yeah.
it's so, antas, wala na daw real estate in Norway to take care. So they send them to Netherlands. So Netherlands is so high quality, even Scandinavians are okay with having their inmates there. I had no idea ganun ka-capitalista ang mga Netherlands, right? They invented modern capitalism. So that was like one of the weirdest tidbits I heard. Lastly, papunta tayo, attorney. So Harry Roque mukhang, as we discussed, because hindi siya pumasok Schengen through Netherlands, he was always really in a malabong spot, to put it mildly. And mukhang final na, 'di ba? Na talagang hindi siya bibigyan ng Netherlands, as we understand. I mean, if he went through Germany, why should Netherlands give him exile? Right? Asylum, sorry.
That's one thing I've heard. Na syempre, ang hirap i-confirm ng buong-buo nang hindi ko naman nasisilip lahat. Pero ang pagkakasabi niya sa akin, yung ID, it might have been issued. Kasi parang yun yung proof niya, oh, my asylum is still alive, quote unquote. Pero the ID apparently can be issued even if your asylum request has been transferred. Kumbaga, di ba, apparently, tinransfer daw dun sa Germany. So, yun yung kumbaga makatao at this point, at least bigyan siya ng identity papers. But
Bakit
there's
ganon? Bakit naawa sila kay
something
Harry, kay tatay? Bakit ganon ang
na
sistema?
nagtago. Sabi ko nga, alam nyo minsan, dito sa mga supporters, minsan maawa kayo sa sarili nyo. Kasi parang ang daming kailangang ireklamo, tapos doon pa kayo sa kayang magbayad ng abogado, kayang magbayad, magtago for 6 months ng, kumbaga, paikot-ikot ng iba't
Sarap
ibang
buhay.
bansa. 'Di ba? Sarili nyo, kung yan ang nangyari sa inyo, kaya nyo bang makalusot dyan?
Baka
And think of
aspirational, like
yourself.
in Harry
Sana
Roque's
ganun kami.
rarefied life and rainbow tulips, they see a version of themselves
Well,
that sumakses sa buhay. Baka it's that sumakses ano vibes.
alam mo, hindi ko naiisip sa kanya yung tulip-tulip na, ay, heto, Kukenhof, di ba, pumunta sila. Naisip ko sa kanya yung wishing well. Yung hinulog
Sumakses
niya yung
eh.
Tapos sabi, umuwi ka na bakla. Di ba yung hinulog niya?
Pugante. Tama na yan, Ash na yan. Pugante
Oh,
ka. Yeah.
umuwi ka na.
But,
Kaya,
so is there a
well,
chance that Harry can visit Tatay Digong? Could that be part of the conditions na hindi lang cardboard yung ka-picture niya? Like, that would be tricky, right? Like, I'm just saying, habang pugante pa siya.
it could be. It could be, kumbaga, when ma-expand, it depends, no? Ma-expand yung parang visitors list. From what I see it, Harry Roque is not part of the legal team. Kasi if he were, na-access na niya. Di ba? Kasi the legal team can visit the client anytime. So, out of the picture yon. And probably at this point, he's counseling a member of the family. Probably, ah. Or, not even lawyering. Kumbaga, magka-partner lang talaga sila ni Maharlika na part of the parang prop team.
Oo nga, si,
Hindi
si
siya dun sa
Marlica
legal
and meron
side.
silang lovers in
Meet
Paris.
and greet. Kaya, ang hirap i-place si Harry Roque kung ano ba siya talaga sa buhay ni Tatay Digong. Pero as far as I know, he's trying to carve his own life. Ang hindi ko figure out ay yung sinasabi niya na he has a teaching job lined up and he has a law firm where he can be affiliated with. So ako parang,
Sumakses
ganun
nga.
ba kadali yun na
Baka nagtuturo na sa Hague
magka...
Academy. I mean,
Well,
LLM ang
in a
tinuturo.
sense, pwede. Because if you strip, kumbaga, if you look at the papers, kung ano lang yung hawak niya, he was a professor, he was the spokesperson of the administration. Although, syempre, hindi niya ilalagay na meron siyang warrant of arrest, etc. Pero academically, it would look like, oh, well, he's got good credentials.
Visiting scholar.
I
H&M daw,
import,
H&M, Harry and Maharlika.
oh no.
Okay, ito na talaga. This is important, no? Kasi dun sa Article 5 ng impeachment kay Sara, some are saying that the Tokang issue in Davao, I mean, like, there could be some sort of ICC adjacent or EJK adjacent discussion. Have you looked at that possible angle na, if ever, again, as we know, we don't know anything, right? Lang ang labo ng impeachment situation. But from your understanding of the impeachment situation, like, looking at the articles, could there be some connection eventually to ICC, or could the prosecution team made that concern? I was just with some of the prosecution team members here and trying to ask around, but I want to see your side because, like, are you interested? Are
Well,
you looking also at that? Yeah.
well, yeah. They the parang the ICC case and the impeachment article are which refer to Sara basically are derived from the same affidavit
Yun,
of Matabato.
Matabato and
So
Las
yung
Cañas.
sinasabi niya anong role ni Las Cañas, sorry, Las Cañas, more of Las Cañas. So, sinasabi niya na si Sara actually ito yung participation niya noong 2013 papasok si Bato, pinag-usapan nila paano nga ba natin papatayin yung paano natin gagawin yung mga patayan, suggestion ni Sara. Wag mo nang patayin na ng laban. Ang gawin mo, dukutin mo, ilibing mo na kung saan man, itapon mo sa dagat.
Narcos style.
Para ang police report, ang police report, missing persons. Hindi killing, hindi ang laban, hindi a policeman has killed this person. Kaya doon ko na nilulugar yun eh. How much power would Sara Duterte have had to make that kind of suggestion? Anong involvement niya? Siya ba ay parang on the side lang na advisor o siya na ba yung nagpatakbo? I heard though at one point, she said, hindi ko type yan, yung DDS killings na yan. Kasi nga, maybe because of the flack that you will get from the high homicide rates. Siyempre, nagigets na din nila yun. Teka, nakakabagahe din yun. Kahit sabihin natin, walang snatcher. Pero, dami naman patayan.
Daming homicide. Parang, wow, naging safe daw sila kasi mataas ng homicide, mababa yung snatcher. I mean, that's quite the logic,
Pero
right?
walang snatcher. So, nasa framing yan. So, yung ICC might have its own findings. The impeachment court might have its own findings, yung interpretation. Pero if they're coming from the same source, essentially, I would say that Sara Duterte is involved at the least nung mayor siya ng Davao. No, hanggang doon, no? Mayor or vice mayor ng Davao. Ang problema lang, they are of different, di ba, magkaiba yung quantum of evidence. So, mas mababa sa
Right.
impeachment. There's also the political aspect more than the legal aspect.
Oh,
And
kasi
then
parang
sa ICC,
administrative, matanggal ka lang, hindi naman makukulong or something. Yeah.
oo tapos parang, ako nga, ang sense ko nga, parang, ang sasabihin na, it's wrong, it's bad. For a senator na ganun yung feeling niya, that would be acceptable as a decision. In the same way, nasasabi nila, ay palagay ko, dali natin kaya sa i-remand natin. Okay. Di ba kung ano lang ang maisipan din talaga nila. So it's not legal in the sense that they're sticking to a set of, well, they have to stick to the Constitution, but kumbaga walang yung nitty-gritty. Unlike the ICC. In the ICC, may nitty-gritty,
Mm.
standard of evidence, you need additional
It's a
proof.
criminal court. I mean, it's a criminal
Yes.
court, exactly.
And the conviction has to be beyond reasonable doubt. However, so again, there is a case against Duterte, but the investigation in the Philippines is ongoing. Tuloy pa, syempre, Senator Bato, hindi ka lang
Batorni.
dyan.
Batorni.
Batorni. So, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung investigation, and so they are determining who else are responsible. Duterte is called as the co-perpetrator. Sino pa yung kako niya, di ba? So yun yung dinedetermine pa rin hanggang ngayon ng ICC until the ICC closes the investigation. Hindi natin masasabi entirely na walang kasalanan si Sara or may kasalanan si Sara. So we're waiting for that in the ICC. Pero in the impeachment court, sana magkaroon ng mas mabilis na finding. Kaya ang tingin ko, kung ano mang finding ng impeachment court and if they have additional evidence, could be used by the ICC or could be referred to the ICC rather than the other way around.
Or marami pa tayong mga fireworks in the mix, good and the bad and the ugly. And on that note, magpahinga muna tayo, Attorney Chris. I think, nasipon ako, it was a very hectic week. Thank you so much,
Oh,
Attorney Chris Conti, for joining us. I would say that people were horrified with the potential, so parang naawa ng tao as early as now dun sa country na pwede mag-host potentially kay Digong. Ganun, nagpapanik na yung mga tao for whoever country is wise genius enough to take this. So thank you so much, Attorney Conti, for giving free advice dun sa mga very humanitarian-oriented adjacent countries. And thank you also for giving us update na baka naman tuloy ang ligaya ni Harry Roque despite the fact na mukhang malabo yung kanyang asylum. Attorney, how can people follow again yung mga developments? Can they follow it on your platforms in terms of like the situation with the victims, etc., so long as it's not confidential, of course?
yeah. So my group has a website too, nupl.net. We're also on Facebook, NUPL Philippines. But for myself, Christina Conti on Facebook, X, and sabihin ko na naman ba, TikTok, pero wala pa akong upload. So hopefully we'll have time and additional content to put up.
Baka naman, once Tatay Digong is in Mediterranean weather, pwede ka mag-content din dyan. Kasabay mo yung mga
Well,
AFAM na nagka-content for the content.
ano ko lang pala, ihabol ko, sorry. Meron silang kind of miscalculation dun sa timing ng request. So sabi ko, wow, June 12. Maybe they thought that it was, kumbaga, parang foreboding. Araw ng kalayaan sa Pilipinas, nag-file ako ng request na makalaya siya. They forgot to factor in that the judges are on an annual retreat. They went to Germany. Kaya
Oh,
until now, there is no action. We're likely looking at a little bit of action by Monday. Pero kaya ang tagal na drag on, unlike in other issues na mabilis yung ICC. Kasi po, nag-break po yung judges.
they went to the German branch.
To the
Ah,
Nuremberg,
yeah,
I
Nuremberg.
think,
Was it
court
Hamburg
or
or Nuremberg? Yeah,
academy.
yeah.
Huh?
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So, I think the Nuremberg Academy hosted them. It's
Right.
parang NGO ba or foundation that is that keeps to the spirit of, kumbaga, what
The
happened in
Nuremberg
Nuremberg.
trials, basically.
Yeah, the Nuremberg trials. Kaya hopefully, sabi ko nga, naku, parang makakasama pa. Kasi remember, Duterte, parang pinsan daw ba siya ni Hitler? So, if the judges are looking at all these, reminds me of something which happened in the Philippines.
Yun
So,
lang.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, Duterte is asking for trouble. Oh, by the way, kanina lang narinig ko that the ombudsman might have an 11th hour di ba paalis na yung ombudsman? I heard from some side
Mhm.
that the ombudsman might try to interfere in the impeachment case and all. Have you heard anything about that? Na, kasi allegedly maka-DDS yung ombudsman. So baka may 11th hour siyang pakulo bago siya lumabas. All I'm saying is that eye on the ball, hindi lang sa Senado. People have to watch all different potential mga pusit games na gagawin ng mga Duterte camp. I don't know, I just wanted to tell you
Yeah.
lang na this is one word I'm hearing from some quarters.
Okay, thanks. Kasi nakita ko din na, di ba may final yung HOR sa kanila na complaint? Baka doon yung magkaroon ng something. It could be dismissed outright or questioned as to why it's the HOR that's filing the complaint. I see no point actually to some discussions na, bakit hindi ombudsman ang gumawa? Bakit hindi motu proprio? It's okay if even if a private party is the kumbaga private complainant sa kung anumang anomalya as long as the evidence is there. And so possible na i-dismiss, possible na kumbaga i-shelve or kung ano man. So let's see kasi yung pagpapanagot sa Duterte sa mga Duterte, it's on all fronts. Hindi
Exactly.
pwedeng
It's a multi-front
dumikit.
octopus pusit game. Kaya nga magpahinga tayo and all. Thank you so much, Attorney Conti, and catch you soon, hopefully in person para tuloy-tuloy yung discussion and hopefully more interesting developments and more positive news. God bless and talk to you soon po. Salamat.
Thank you, Ingat.
Thank you.